Hello, and thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time. We promise we'll make it worth it. The decision to buy a puppy or dog is a weighty matter and requires research to ensure that the one you select meets the highest standards for breed quality and purity. The Lacy Game Dog Registry, together with the Texas Lacy Game Dog Association, have compiled two presentations that we feel will help potential buyers to familiarize themselves with our history, our breed standards, and our verified ancestry record requirements. Please take the time to listen to both presentations to learn about the background and standards that set this wonderful breed apart. Again, thank you for your time and interest in the Lacy dog. One blue Lacy can do the work of 3 cowhands. Having nothing to do with the characteristics the dogs have, the breed is named for the family that developed it. Arriving from Kentucky by covered wagon in the 1800s, the Lacy brothers, Frank, George, Ewan, and Harry Lacy, settled in the Granite Hills near Marble Falls, Texas. Faced with the challenges of life on the frontier, the brothers had a true need for an all-around working dog. Burnett County's natural resources yielded an abundance of acorns to feed free-range cattle and hogs for market. This income stream, along with the need to hunt and provide food on the table for their families, was the rise of the blue Lacy breed. The resulting breed is noted to be the outcome of greyhound, scenthound, and coyote cross, with the emphasis on the herding, droving characteristics. Many people have their own theory on the scenthound and coyote used, but whatever the scenthound or pariah dog was in the combination, it worked. The Lacy brothers established this breed under the guidelines required to develop a recognized breed, and the state of Texas honors the blue Lacy as being the first known dog breed to originate in the state. As true a pioneer as the men you see in history books, for well over a century, the blue Lacy has filled the needs of colonial Americans, as ranchers throughout the southwestern United States utilize the breed's multiple talents in a variety of ways. But in time, the 3-wheeled horse hit the trail, bringing this unique breed unsuccessfully close to extinction. The versatility of the breed was ultimately its salvation. While the need for its instinctive herding abilities were diminishing, a demand for its abilities to bay the fiercest hogs, pick up the trail of any game animal, or find a wounded animal on the slightest of blood trails was on the rise in the commercial hunting industry. No matter what the dog's primary job is, blue Lacy owners claim they are the perfect universal dog, knowing just where to be at just the right time. Today, the breed survives strong through the efforts of the Texas Lacy Game Dog Registry, the Texas Lacy Game Dog Association, and the men and women who contributed the documentation necessary to preserve the history of its development. The history of the Lacy Game Dog Registry. Jack Franks was the first owner of the Lacy Game Dog Registry, hereinafter referred to as the LGDR. Until 1987, Mr. Franks inspected and registered all the blue Lacy dogs within the LGDR. In 1987, the registry was sold to Raymond Trimble, who is credited for all the recorded registries from February 11, 1987 through April 13, 1990, at which time he handed over the registry to Larry Boyd. Mr. Trimble and Mr. Boyd had worked as government trappers for the Texas Wildlife Department and used Lacys to assist them in their jobs. Years after Mr. Boyd accepted the responsibility for the registry, he contracted Lyme disease, and due to his illness, he was not able to meet the demands of the registry. In October of 1998, Boyd passed the torch to Marlo Riley, great-great-granddaughter of Frank Lacy, one of the original Lacy brothers who developed the breed. In December 2013, Marlo married Gary Andre and now signs all registries as Marlo Andre from that date on. The history of the Texas Lacy Game Dog Association. The Texas Lacy Game Dog Association, hereinafter referred to as the TLGDA, was formed to work in unison with the LGDR to help achieve the goal of preserving the Lacy breed. It offers Lacy owners and others a community where members can share their interest in the breed. Members pay a small yearly fee, and benefits include newsletters, access to the Texas Lacy Game Dog Association, a Facebook group, invitations to sponsored events, and very often, friendship. The TLGDA is also committed to educating new Lacy owners and those wanting to own Lacys about the characteristics typical of the breed. In 2000, Marlo Andre began gathering more documentation and reached out to other Lacy family descendants. Family members Helen Gibbs, Granville Lacy, R.L. Metzger, and Winifred Roque passed on important photographs and documents. Especially important were the oral histories passed down from generation to generation. Although not family members, other lifelong Lacy owners also helped Marlo document the history of the Lacy breed. Ruth Wilkes's father was the ranch foreman for George Washington Lacy and inherited some of the original Lacy land where she resided until her death. Her husband, H.C. Wilkes, is also well credited in the Blue Lacy breed and is listed in the Hall of Fame in Quinlan, Texas, for his work. Also credited by the Registry is Tom Graham, Lee Ussery, Gary Larimore, and Brian Larimore. These men owned Lacys from the time they were young boys and had unfailingly supported the breed. Their efforts are duly noted in the dogs you see today. Facts about the Lacy Game Dog Registry and the Texas Lacy Game Dog Association. Here are a few facts you may want to know about the Registry and Association that set us apart. The Lacy Game Dog Association and the Lacy Game Dog Registry are aligned and work in unison to maintain and preserve this amazing breed. We are the only breed registry and association so listed in the House Resolution 108 by the state of Texas. The LGDR and the TLGDA are the original and official registry and association for the breed. There are many individuals who were instrumental in getting the Blue Lacy recognized as the state dog breed of Texas. The Blue Lacy breed was actually first recognized by the Texas Senate with SR number 436 in 2001, once lobby efforts to honor the Lacy brothers and the rich Texas heritage associated with the dog breed they had developed had begun. Texas Senate member Todd Staples presented SR number 436 to the 77th Legislature, which then passed and was signed on March 8, 2001. This was the first step and served to formally honor the Blue Lacy as a true Texas breed. Lobby efforts continued, and in 2005, House Representative Joaquin Castro was the main sponsor for HCR number 108. Senators Jeff Wentworth and Letitia Vandepew then signed on as Senate sponsors for the bill. The TLGDA, the LGDR, Lacy family descendants, and numerous TLGDA members worked hard generating support and compiling more documentation. Lacy family member Marlo Riley Andre was the primary lobbyist, supported by other Lacy family members Jane Turman, Wayne Cavan, Doug Cavan, and Helen Gibbs. In 2005, the legislature passed HCR 108. Former Governor Rick Perry made the state dog designation official on June 18, 2005. You can learn more about the Blue Lacy by visiting www.lacydog.com.